The science of soulmates. What really brings two people together? Have you ever met someone and felt an instant connection, like you've known them forever? That undeniable spark. The gut feeling that says, this person is different. Soulmates. Destiny. Meant to be. But what if there's more science than magic behind that feeling? Today, we're diving deep into the psychology, biology, and emotional chemistry of what makes two people feel destined for each other. This is the science of soulmates, what really brings us together. 1. The origin of the soulmate concept. Let's rewind a bit. The idea of soulmates isn't new. In fact, it dates back to ancient times. In Plato's Symposium, the philosopher tells a wild story that humans were once double beings, 2 faces, 4 arms, 4 legs, until Zeus split them in half. Since then, we've wandered the world in search of our other half. Romantic, right? But today, psychology and neuroscience offer a different lens. Instead of looking for our missing half, we're seeking connection, security, and emotional resonance. So while the idea of soulmates is timeless, science is just starting to decode why some people make us feel like we've known them forever, even if we just met, too. The psychology of connection. Let's talk psychology. One major factor in soulmate-level connection is attachment style. According to psychologist John Bowlby, our early relationships, usually with caregivers, form an attachment blueprint that guides how we connect in adulthood. There are 4 main types: secure, comfortable with closeness; anxious, crave intimacy but fear abandonment; avoidant, struggle with vulnerability; fearful, avoidant, want closeness but push people away. Here's the kicker. When two people have complementary or secure attachment styles, they often feel an instant connection. It's not magic, it's compatibility in how you love. Next, there's similarity. You might have heard the phrase, opposites attract, but in reality, we're more drawn to people who share our values, beliefs, even humor. This is called the similarity attraction effect, and it's one reason why soulmates often feel familiar. They reflect parts of us back to ourselves. And then there's reciprocal liking. Studies show that we're more attracted to people when we believe they like us. That emotional safety creates space for deeper intimacy. In short, when our emotional blueprints align, we feel seen, and that feels like fate. The role of biology. Let's get a little biological. Attraction starts in the brain. When we fall for someone, a cocktail of chemicals floods our system. Here are the headliners. Dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. It gives us that euphoric high when we're around someone we're drawn to. Oxytocin, known as the love hormone. It's released during hugs, sex, and even long eye contact. It deepens bonds and trust. Vasopressin, linked to long-term commitment and monogamy, especially in men. Serotonin. Interestingly, serotonin levels actually drop when you fall in love. That obsessive thinking about your partner. Thank your brain chemistry. But here's where it gets crazy. Researchers have found that body odor can play a role in soulmate attraction. Our genes, specifically something called the major histocompatibility complex, MHC, influence how we smell. Studies show we're often more attracted to people whose MHCs are different from ours, potentially leading to stronger offspring. So that unexplainable magnetism, sometimes it's literally in the air. The role of timing and readiness. Here's a truth we often forget. Even soulmates need timing. Psychologists have long studied how readiness plays into love. You could meet someone absolutely perfect for you, but if one of you isn't emotionally available or healed, the relationship may never take off. This is tied to what psychologists call self-concept clarity, how well you know yourself. When you're secure in your identity, you're more likely to form a deep, meaningful bond. It's not just about meeting the right person, it's about being the right person when you meet them. In other words, soulmates aren't just found. They're recognized. 5. Emotional resonance. Now let's talk about what many people call vibes. that feeling of deep emotional resonance. Have you ever looked at someone and felt like they get you, without words? Psychologists refer to this as empathic attunement. It's when someone is finely tuned to your emotional world. They notice subtle changes in your mood, respond with sensitivity, and create a space where you can truly be yourself. In soulmate connections, this goes beyond empathy. It's almost like emotional synchronicity. One study published in Psychological Science found that couples who experience this shared reality tend to have longer, more satisfying relationships. It's like living on the same emotional wavelength. That's why when soulmates talk, time seems to melt away. There's a sense of flow where conversation feels effortless and your guard is down. The role of shared purpose and meaning. Another major component of soulmate-level connection: shared meaning. According to relationship expert Dr. John Gottman, couples who thrive long-term often share a vision for their life together. Whether it's building a family, changing the world, or simply supporting each other's growth, this sense of purpose binds them. Soulmates often inspire each other, push each other, help each other evolve. It's less about being perfect for each other and more about being perfect with each other. In fact, one study from the University of North Carolina found that couples who experience shared awe, like watching a sunrise, traveling, or having deep philosophical conversations, build stronger emotional bonds. So sometimes it's not just chemistry or timing. It's the journey you embark on together. 7. The myth versus reality of soulmates. Now let's address a hard truth. The soulmate myth can be dangerous. Believing there's only one person out there for you can lead to unrealistic expectations, serial disappointment, or staying in toxic relationships because they're my soulmate. The science is clear. While some people may feel destined, relationships require work, communication, and commitment. Dr. Helen Fisher, a leading expert on love biology, says, "You can feel wildly in love with someone who is absolutely wrong for you." So what do? We shift our mindset. Instead of searching for a soulmate, we build soulmate connections through vulnerability, growth, and emotional honesty. You might have multiple soulmate experiences in life, and that's okay. Each one teaches you something essential. What soulmate science means for you. So what does all this science mean for you? It means that love isn't just luck. It's a dance of psychology, biology, timing, and intention. Feel drawn to someone? Trust your gut, but also listen to your head. Think you've found a soulmate? See if your values, emotional patterns, and life goals align. Lost a soulmate? It doesn't mean you've missed your only chance. The next deep connection might be just around the corner. The takeaway: we're wired for connection. And when that connection aligns emotionally, psychologically, and biologically, it feels like destiny. The science of soulmates teaches us something beautiful. Love isn't just about finding the perfect person. It's about being ready for them when they arrive. Whether you believe in soulmates or not, one thing's certain: we all crave connection, meaning, and emotional truth. So the next time someone takes your breath away, remember, it might not be magic. It might be chemistry, timing, and the universe finally syncing your frequencies. And maybe, just maybe, that's even more powerful than fate. If this video opened your heart or blew your mind, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who believes in love, science style. Until next time, keep exploring your heart and your brain.